Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And we'll see a return
Also ich höre dich auf jeden Fall nicht.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get that one to Carter complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Myers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45
keine Ahnung, wo Trump kriegt, aber ich kann es auf jeden Fall nicht
on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right?
Yeah.
Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
Vermutlich an meinen, aber wir müssten so eigentlich auch
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Können wir ein bisschen labern und schnacken. Ja. Weil ich habe heute die Spätschicht und danach habe ich erstmal Urlaub, glücklicherweise. Und dann hoffe ich, dass ich auch mal wieder bei uns in der Liga Spiele spielen werden kann. Und nicht immer nur Sim. Aber heute wird es wieder nicht mit dem Ding. Weil der muss bis 20:45 arbeiten und ich habe heute die Spätschicht. Das heißt, ich habe ab 17 Uhr.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Er hat auch nichts anderes irgendwie angeboten.
On EA Sports.
Ich habe ihm gesagt, hier sieht es aus Montagvormittag. Wie ich dir gesagt hatte, war das so das Einzige, wo ich Zeit hätte. Und aber nicht mehr geschrieben, dass er bis 20:45 arbeiten muss, aber danach kam von ihm nichts mehr.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown.
Also richtig mal über WhatsApp angerufen. Da kann man
With his
bitte
first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ja, ich mache gerade ein Spiel in einer anderen Liga, von daher macht ja nichts.
The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Play action. It's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yetur Gross-Matos just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say...
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Darnold. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. To the air again, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. on the give. This is Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flush to his right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they take a knee. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.